Welcome back. This is Assassin's Creed 3 multiplayer. We're going to be playing on the Animus core once again, and this is Domination. The #1 Domination gameplay in the world right now, probably on YouTube. I'm sure at some point someone's going to overtake it, but according to the leaderboards right now, and it's been up for at least 24 hours, I have held the #1 score on Domination. Let's get this started.
Your objective is to capture and defend territories to score.
Alright, so I'm going to start off this game by...
Your objective is to capture and defend territories to score.
Well, alright, Animus Lady, I'm not too sure why she had to tell me that twice, but I'm going to take a turn into a bad neighborhood. I'm going to get out of there. So this is Domination, and let me explain how this game mode works if you don't already know. You're going to start off with 1 point. The enemy team's going to start off with 1 territory. The way you capture the middle territory is pretty much just get there first. I took a wrong turn into a bad neighborhood there earlier, so the enemy were able to capture B. Now I'm going to have to come and take it back from them. This game mode is not based off score, although my score in this game is incredible. It's based off holding these territories, which will help you win. The bar on the top of the screen is going to push the other team's bar away, and you're going to win that way. The game can be actually shortened by just completely holding all 3 points and winning that way. But for right now, I'm a target because I don't own any territories. Now I'm a pursuer. Kitty's going to come out of nowhere and take my kill. Like, she didn't come out of nowhere, she was helping me take the point. But I'm playing with 3 very talented teammates right now, and they're going to help me in my conquest to take all these territories and win the game. So with 1 point, we're not going to do very well. I'm going to get a beautiful corner stun right here. I don't know how that guy didn't kill me, but right now we're going to try to capture this point because there's no way you can win with just 1. My teammates seem to have captured C. We're going to go in for B to dominate them a little bit. Couldn't save Kitty, unfortunately, for the 2nd time in this game already. That's going to be a reoccurring theme, as I'm not going to be able to save her from getting killed. But people don't stay stunned long enough for you to take territories in this game, so that guy's still a threat to me. I'm going to throwing knife him so he doesn't mess with me as I take his point. Right now he can kill me, but now I can kill him. Then I just captured his point. Getting a beautiful kill. His teammate's going to try to help him out, but that's not going to work. He's just going to contest the kill, and I'm going to go on with my murdering spree. Right here I earn my variety, which is a lot easier to get in Assassin's Creed 3 than any other game, because things like basic kills and multi-kills now count towards it. Even aerial kills count towards variety now. So those are super easy to land. My team was dominating, but the enemy team just captured C. And in this entire game, I'm going to be very aggressive. I'm going to try to hold every single point because I was trying to get it to end as fast as possible. But the enemy team wasn't a complete pushover. They did prove to be a little bit of a challenge to beat. Right now, someone's trying to take my territory. I'm going to have a little bit of trouble identifying who they are. But someone's going to be hanging out in the area, as you can tell by the heartbeats and line of sight. I'm going to try to locate them. Having a hard time, couldn't do it, but Kitty does get the kill. I'm going to take a ground finish and move on. We're going to need C because that's not our flag right now, and I would like to own all 3 of them so that I can kill people. Going to enter through the red screen thing right there, which makes me a target. Pop on my disguise, and there's Kitty down there. She's going to get killed again, spoiler alert, because that's just happening a lot in this video. Going to move in to stun the guy who killed her, so her death was not in vain. And now I'm going to capture the point. Right here, I'm going to wait for this guy to get back up and come after me because I'm not going to be able to get the point before he gets up. And strangely, he's going to run around this obstacle to try to kill me instead of running straight at me. I didn't expect that, and I wasn't able to get my throwing knife mute off fast enough, so I'm just going to take an honorable death before I'm able to take the point. But I'm not going to let death stop me from capturing this objective because now the enemy own 2 of them, and I'm not going to give up that easily. Going to run back towards a point, like I said earlier, going to be very aggressive in this game and not let the enemy hold points at least for that long. Now I know there's at least 1 of them over there. Now I'm going to get my throwing knife mute successfully out. Going to walk slowly up to him because if you try to run after a throwing knife mute, it's not going to work. Looks like the point's clear now. Got to watch out for that 1 enemy behind me though. Going to join this blend group and chill out for a second, waiting for my pursuers. There's one right there, kind of an obvious approach. Didn't need to use a smoke bomb right there. That was a nice, beautiful naked stun. And a second one right there. I don't know how I pulled both of those off. I'm going to wait for these guys to stand up because they are any second now. I'm going to smoke and accidentally kill a decoy though. I thought that was a pursuer. And while I am unable to do anything because I killed a civilian, I'm going to get stunned. 2 guys are now trying to take my point, but I'm not going to let that stand. Someone's going to throwing knife, I don't even know what. Probably one of my teammates or an NPC. But now we've lost the point again, and this is just a crazy fight going on right now to try to take the objective. Lots of people in the area trying to hold this point. There's my friend Gak right there trying to help me out. And someone's going to chase him down. Luckily, I'm going to help him out with a corner stun right there. And there's another pursuer in the area, but he's just going to leave. And while this guy is down, I'm going to try to land a kill on him. Beautiful focus right here for a few extra points, and we finally capture the objective after all that time. Meanwhile, earlier I earned my greater variety and a ton of new bonuses towards my extreme variety. So let's talk tips, tricks, and ability sets right now. I'm using smoke bombs, disguise, and my range ability are throwing knives, all three of which I'm going to use defensively because I don't really need offensive abilities or abilities to identify my targets, because as you can see right there, it's not very hard to figure out who they are. So wipe and money bomb aren't really viable options. Bodyguard isn't too useful, so I've decided to use these three abilities. And as far as tips go, I find it's most effective to try to capture a point when all three of your abilities are ready and you're running a defensive set. So you'll see me try to take advantage of all my abilities, because you need at least one ready. Someone's going to try to kill you, and this guy is going to try to probably land a cornerstone on me is what he was thinking. Not going to let that happen. I'm not going to use any of my abilities offensively or choose an ability that's meant to be used purely offensively, because in that way it's completely a waste, because it's really easy to figure out who your targets are, really easy to kill them. This game mode's not based off points, so it doesn't matter if I don't get a high quality kill. I'm not going to chase people because chasing is stupid. But anyway, I don't want to waste any of my ability slots doing that, because I need every single one of them to keep myself alive while capturing the enemy's objectives, because that way I can actually win the game, because capturing objectives is more important than getting high scoring kills. As far as perks go, I'm using Blender and overall cooldowns. Those are just my two go-to perks, my favorite ones in the whole game. Overall cooldowns is just so I can be on the offensive more often, and I'll have some abilities to back me up when I go into enemy territories. Now, I can also stun people who are inside of grass or hay bales or whatever that green stuff is now. And there's another pursuer right there. I'm going to stumble around like an idiot, getting stuck between an NPC and the guy who's on the ground. I'm not going to be able to use my smoke bomb as I'm stumbling around like that, and I'm going to take an honorable death, which sucks. My team does hold 2 of the territories so far right now though, so we didn't really need to capture B, although I would like it because I like to dominate the other team. Right here I'm going to score an accidental ambush bonus, because as I come out of my spawn, that guy just so happens to be strolling in my way. And unfortunate for him, he gets killed. I do sense an enemy presence on this side of the map. Managed to cut another guy off from going to try to capture A. And as soon as I'm done being dazed right here, I'm going to go in and try to capture B once again, because I want all 3 flags. All 3 of my abilities are ready to help defend myself. There's a pursuer running over there like an idiot. He doesn't notice me though, so I'm just going to discreetly walk over to the territory and not try to engage him, because that would give me away as I just popped on my disguise. Gonna join in the little circle right here, which will help me capture B. And right as my disguise runs out, luckily I am able to come up behind this guy, land a stun. Unfortunately though, he was not alone as I expected. That's why I always like to have all 3 abilities ready. Gonna pop a smoke bomb to get this guy back on the ground, because I'm not quite done capturing the territory. Unfortunately, I was unable to capture both the pursuers in that smoke bomb. Just a little bit of bad timing on my part, and I go down. I'm going to respawn in a second, but my telekinesis tells me that 2 pursuers are now moving into our territory, so now they are targets, and I don't want them to capture C, so I'm going to move over there and help my teammates take care of the threat. Like I said earlier, it's not too hard to identify who your targets are, especially when they walk around super obvious like that, even one of them holding their weapon out. I'm going to kill one. David's going to get stunned actually and let me know that the second guy's coming up behind me. So just like that, I managed to land 2 beautiful kills. There is a 3rd target in the area, but I don't quite know where he is. And I still want Bravo, because I've died twice trying to go for this territory already, and I'm not going to let those 2 deaths go to waste. There's the 4th guy right there running straight through the barrier, and I land myself a contested kill. The 3rd guy's still in one of our territories, so with 3 guys down and 1 guy in our territory, I know B is pretty safe for now, at least until people respawn and run back to defend the area. One of them already has respawned though and ran to the area. I'm going to pop my disguise, and the 2 other pursuers are going to be joining him in a second to get stunned. I'm going to help out my teammates with an extreme variety and 2 beautiful stuns right here. This is what I really love about Domination, is the combat that goes on. We got 3 pursuers on the ground right here, but we still have to take the territory. David's going to land a beautiful naked stun right there. And now that the territory is ours, the murder can commence. David's going to go down, but I'm going to revive him in a second after I'm done killing the guy who stunned him. And that was pretty intense in the actual game right there. We have 1 minute and 3 seconds left, and let me see how many more points I can get, and let's see if we can go and capture A back. Now Kitty's gonna die again in the background, and I'm gonna go over, try to be a hero and run over there, land some stuns, but my smoke bomb, for some reason, I know I was pushing the button, didn't deploy, so I don't get a double stun right there, and I'm gonna go down. Let's respawn though and see how much more epic I can make my score, because I have a ton of points right now, even though you can't tell in the top left corner, because they remove it for this particular game mode. That guy's gonna waste his disguise and fall off a wall right in front of me. It's obviously someone trying to take my territory, so I'm not going to let him live. I notice we're losing B and David's over there by himself trying to hold it. I'm going to need to go help him out. Now, we've already had a few epic combat sessions in this game already, but I feel like there needs to be some more. We're going to fight to hold this territory and take it back before the game ends, and I'm just going to pick on this guy for the rest of the game. I'm going to get a naked stun on him once, pop a smoke bomb, get another stun on this guy, nail him in the head with what I think was a mug, and because this guy has lost so many brain cells as I was knocking him in the head, I don't think he needs to live anymore. I'm just going to put him out of his misery by knocking him in the head with another mug and finishing the game with an incredibly epic score. That's why I love Domination. It's just fighting inside the territory with abilities, trying to hold it until your pursuers become your targets is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this game mode, and I finished this game with an incredible 12,950 points, not to mention 15 kills and 4 deaths. Not a bad KDR. Let's watch this epic sequence that pretty much summarizes the amount of ass kicking I just dealt to the other team. Thank you guys for watching. Two of my older videos are going to pop up on the screen in a second. If you want to follow me on Twitter for Assassin's Creed and video updates from Stealth Shampoo, then you can go ahead and do that. This is the top, in fact, best gameplay I could have possibly brought you guys, so if you enjoyed it, please leave me a like and a comment. I would really appreciate that stuff. All links are down in the description for you mobile users. Thank you all for watching. My name's Nikki, and I will see you all some other time.